What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Once again, it is your friendly neighborhood 9 to 5er and investor. I go by Carlie the Pilot, Carlie T, whatever. Anyway, it's great to have you guys back. It's been such a long time since I've done an episode, of course, of Carlie Talks Cash. These past few months have been really busy. I've just started recouping my downtime again, so I'm making sure to kind of get back into the process of creating again and making sure that I stay on top of it and doing as many episodes as possible, of course, while working at my pace and making sure that I'm doing it happily and with fun. So let's get right into it. Because this is the very beginning of this channel, I do want to say once again, I don't have a lot of viewers right now, so I just want to put it out there. If you're viewing for the first time, I want to let you guys know that I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a girl that is in the process of working on retiring by ways of, building my passive income. And there's a lot of folks that are at the beginning of their financial freedom journey, just like myself. So I'm just kind of going over the emotions of and the thought process and the things that I'm learning along the way, and just wanting to share just as I build up my financial freedom. So there's definitely going to be a lot of mistakes and a lot of learning and a lot of changes along the way. So buckle up, subscribe, let me know some positive things in the comment. Let me know what you're learning, and we can do this. Okay, so now we're going to get into it. So now that we're getting into it, let's talk about point 1. Okay, so the first point, we're talking about punctuality, being on time, getting your day started off right, finishing your night off right, whatever it is that you need to do to kind of center yourself, feel less chaotic, focus a little bit more. Sometimes if you're struggling with being on time, I've had that struggle before for sure. I've definitely gone through that before. I've gotten a lot better at it. What I'm saying is that you can too. I kind of make sure that I get up early enough to get ready. To really get ready, I'm just gonna throw my clothes on real quick, but really get ready. I take time. Maybe about 85% of the time I get up and stretch. Things like that. Whatever it is that you need to do to decompress, even if it's for 5 minutes, whatever. It doesn't have to be this crazy amount of time that you have to dedicate, but just something that you can do to help kind of get you refreshed, if you will. And sometimes there's different phases of it. You may feel more refreshed, you may not, whatever the case is. But that then bleeds into the rest of your day, and that can help, kind of get you to work a little earlier, as opposed to, maybe getting there 30 minutes late. Maybe now you're getting there 20 minutes late. 10, we're make progress. But, ideally, of course, we want to make sure that we're on time, looking sharp, feeling sharp, as best as we can, where we're at right now. And what does that have to do with this financial freedom stuff, right? So how does this all connect to investing, financial freedom, things like that? It's really about more so getting into the mindset of putting yourself first. Making yourself a priority, investing in yourself, because investing in yourself isn't just buying a new outfit, getting a haircut. Of course, those things are, they play a part, in feeling better and things like that. But what I will say is that if we can, just make small accomplishments for ourselves throughout our days, months, years, it really starts to make a noticeable change. You become a lot more proud of yourself, and you're gaining the discipline, because it becomes a part of your day to let me make sure I put that $5 into my account, or towards my portfolio, or making sure that I put that 200 in there, or whatever it is, wherever it is that you're at with your investing. But it's just the small disciplines, the small things along the way that just kind of help you just get into the mindset of being better, doing better for you, for the sake of yourself, and for those that you care for those that are affected by your finances. And we really just, kind of want to have an end in mind. And it starts with getting yourself together, and so on. So maybe that was a little bit of a ramble session, but we're doing what we can. Number 2, y'all, be mindful of the people that you are involved with, the people that you are friends with, that you date, the family that you associate with, anything, anybody, certain coworkers, anything. Like, we really want to be mindful of that. If you see that, or you kind of catch the vibe that, people might be a little jealous, or might, not be as supportive, or, for example, if you're dating somebody and they're just watching you spend your money, and they're not quite wanting to contribute, and they're just wanting to take and take and take. There's, things like that. As we are building up ourselves and, gathering the discipline, working on our financial freedom, it's so important to just pay attention to the people that are around you, because also they could be discouraging you, telling you that your dreams aren't very realistic. Me personally, I don't share my dreams with people very often, like very, very few people. If I tell them I want to retire early, I want to retire in about 2 years, or be close to it, then, I don't think they'll quite, understand. They'll start trying to tell you about how you need a job and how you this and that and blah, 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 and are you sure that's safe, and so on. So I just try to be mindful, of course, of the people that I hang around, and it's just a suggestion. I'm not saying cut everybody off as soon as they give you some kind of a vibe or whatever, but just, be mindful is what I'm saying in all of this, okay? For number 3, don't be ashamed of where you're at. Come on. Just know that you are totally capable of accomplishing these goals. Financial freedom by way of content creating, for example, investing, things like that. Just know, even if you want a dream job, or you want to learn how to roller skate and be the best roller skater ever, I don't know. So there are so many possibilities, and I want you guys to know that don't be ashamed of where you're at right now. If you don't know how to do something, you're lacking the knowledge, you don't have the skill set just yet, you're still trying to have that breakthrough, you've tried so many times and you're still not having your breakthrough, I want you to know that you are at where you're at right now for a reason. Don't compare. Don't say, well, I know this person and they got this and they have that. And of course, it's human nature, I feel like, to compare. Of course, absolutely. I can't say that I haven't done it before. I think we're all guilty of that in some way. However, let's be real. You can make it happen. So please, don't be ashamed of starting small. Don't be ashamed of where you're at right now. Like I said, that all ties into the other things, the discipline, being careful about who we're around, and that affects our mindset in general, just about where we're at the moment. Because if you're around people that think you're not nothing, because of where you're at right now, those are people that you have to be mindful of, because they will probably make you feel like you're nothing because of their own thoughts, and that could rub off on you. And and that'll bleed into your discipline, and and you might fall off a little bit and be like, no, never mind. And I can tell you for sure that my channel is sometimes affected by self-doubt, what I post and things like that, and also trying to maintain a certain level of privacy as well. But at the end of the day, I feel like, just don't be afraid, or act in spite of the fear, or act in spite of the feelings, the self-doubt, because your feelings aren't final. So we're gonna just wrap this up real quick. And that basically brings me towards the end of this. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you again for joining me on another episode of Carlie Talks Cash. Just to wrap it on up, I talked about number 1, punctuality, putting yourself first, making yourself a priority, getting to places on time, building the discipline. Very important, very key. I wish that all upon you. Number 2, of course, being mindful of the people around us, who we surround ourselves with. I've probably said this before, but I just want to reiterate it again. I cannot stress it enough. It is very important that we are mindful of who we let in. I know we can't control people, but the things that they say, the things that they do. So we might hear some things regardless. We can't totally shield ourselves from that, but keep going in spite of that. Number 3, don't be ashamed of where you're at. It's a beautiful thing. The journey is a beautiful thing. And I know there may be some real struggle. I understand that right now. I know that might be that might be the case, or that might not be the case. But either way, please, I beg of you, just to love yourself where you're at right now, and find the ways to basically get out of that, work your way out of it. You got this. So thank you so much for joining me once again. Y'all take care. I'll see you when I see you.